Morning. Had to shuttle BJ around a little bit, but looks like Dad has the combine unhooked from the corn head. Combine's blown off, and I don't know if he's got switched over yet or not, but we will be ready to harvest soon. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Normally we would have to wait till noon for beans, but this is weird. There's just no humidity. There's no dew. Still getting the hang of switching this from crop to crop, but I think we're switched. Today is football Friday night, and it's going to be a scorcher 91 degrees. Perfect time to start soybeans. So the honeybee guys are still showing us a couple things on that head. It's nothing major. It's just we've never ran that particular system, so it's just learning a new head. I think we're going to run a little bit while they're here, and then once we get everything moving the way we want and everything's working, we're going to stop, fill up that combine, and do a 10-hour maintenance on it, or 50-hour maintenance on it, grease everything, and then we'll get started for the day. But don't want to waste those guys' time while they're here. Who knows, we might even pick up a % of moisture with what little dew we got. So this is the field. I'm sure you can see some of the green in it, but I would just about bet money those beans are way too dry. There's just not been enough rain to knock any of the leaves off of them. They're just hanging on to a little bit of green, but they're beyond ready to harvest. I bet they're, like I said, I bet we get to 9% today. That's my guess. So we have a 32-acre field, and then on the other side we have a 52-acre field. Hopefully we can make pretty short work of those. I really don't know what to expect with this combine. Pushing a 50, we should, I would think, be able to do 100 acres a day, but this being the first day running it in beans, I don't know. I'm hoping to at least do these 80 acres. And then once we understand how everything works on it, should be able to do 120, 130, 150. I don't know. We'll see. If we can average 100 acres a day, I'd be really happy. It is alive. It's already hot. Compared to how we've been running in corn harvest, it seems very slow. He's 20 foot wider than he is when we're running corn. This is a 50-foot head. Our corn head's 30 foot. So I'm riding around here getting my lesson from Lance. Lance is our honeybee rep. Showed me some of the inner workings of how to operate this head. Pretty simple, really. We're just kind of using air instead of cutter bar pressure like we had on our Dynaflex to adjust the pressure on our head, make it float or more rigid. So Lance, in wheat, we just had the air all the way up, right, to make it completely rigid?
Right, so all we did is we added air to 100 PSI, and that locked our cutter bar into rigid. And now we're in flex mode, so we have a range, but we usually typically like to start between 45 and 50 PSI and make adjustments as we look at the bean stubble and ground conditions.
Looks like we're shaving pretty good. I mean, we've got some uneven terrain here. I mean, with a 50-foot head, I kind of expected we'd have some like that, but I've yet to find a head that gets absolutely everything right on the ground. So overall, we're pretty happy so far, it looks like. So the combine has the capacity, but it's hard to say that because we're running 35 bushel beans. So let's make it 36.9 at the moment. we're going to pull her to the fuel tank. We need to get some fuel in this thing before we get going good. We also have some adjustments to make. These beans have a lot of green pods, and we are not threshing them worth a darn. It's a very dirty sample. I've been told by multiple people this is a great bean machine, so let's see what we can do. I was told to put in a different door for the returns and use our re-thresher a little bit more. So that's what we're going to try, because right now it's fairly bad, like unacceptably bad. So while we're fueling up, we'll just go ahead and do that. So I do think we will get that dialed in, and then this is going to be a bean-eating machine. I mean, we were running 4 miles an hour with a 50-foot head, and I'm not used to that. I think we could easily run 5. We were still, learning the head and everything. So yeah, we're gonna cover some ground with this bad boy. 600 horsepower is a beautiful thing. I assume this is what they're talking about. A little bit rougher. So we are going to just go ahead and grease everything now, and then we will be ready to roll. It's kind of depressing. Those 2 trucks and the grain car probably do the whole day. We won't even have to dump a truck at 30 bushel. To put it in perspective, 50 bushel beans typically equal 20 acres. Well, we have 35 bushel beans. So we got 3 trucks and a grain cart to try to load. More visitors. That's our nutrient salesman, Matt Fletcher, and I believe Bushel Billy's with him. If you guys have been watching for a while, Mr. Bushels is here from time to time. He is our DeKalb rep, or Bear rep, or Monsanto rep. I don't even know what they call themselves these days. We used to call him Monsanton when I was growing up. What happened to the cowboy hat?
It's cloudy.
Cloudy? You guys showed up at lunchtime, didn't bring nothing.
What do you want? Not quite good. Lunchtime.
Well, as bad as these...
What time did you... I know you didn't eat breakfast till 10.
I ain't ate breakfast.
Yeah.
As bad as these beans are, a shot of whiskey would probably be better.
You want me to go get the moonshine?
Doing something
This work? How's this?
Yes, that's perfect. Clearly your second calling was being a cameraman.
Which one?
Oh, no. We're going to try this.
Now what? Just pull this down?
Well, I don't think it does. I think in backwards got to come out. Them studs, ain't they? 2. Can you see the plate broke right there?
Huh?
Is the plate? Yeah, it comes down.
That doesn't.
That one does it. We don't want that one. That one you're working on over there. Oh, God. Yes. Big pry bar, BJ. It's down.
Which way is the wind going?
This way. Right toward me. You around there so I can pry it or not?
Easy, don't throw a crowbar at me. Pry bar.
If I can get it in between.
Oh, there we go.
Like that. You had pry it with this tight.
Well, I'm afraid it's going to fall on me. But there ain't nothing holding it once it falls.
Oh, that fall.
Yeah, my legs are under there.
Yeah, it ain't that heavy.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't that heavy. Make good YouTube content.
Look at you.
Beautiful.
Didn't even get dirty.
Leave it right there.
You want me to dump the rock track?
Hey, Bill, you mind turning that camera off? Well, you're just letting. So one other thing we had going on today, we had a feeder house jump a cog on the chain, so we are readjusting that now. Yeah, that's that lever right there.
The end of it sticks
Oh.
in.
Fancy shit. That's it? No way.
Hey, look at that. They know you're going to have to work on it. So much for my fancy wrench. That's supposed to be hooked down. Yeah. Well, good news is I think we've got the feeder house straight. Probably ought to check our drums since we keep having this issue. Make sure there's not a bearing out in them. You got a pry bar for that drum? So by far the worst part of this whole project is dealing with this pan to get to the bottom of the feeder house to realign your feeder house chain. Just trying to get it lined up. We've got more time taking this pan off and putting this pan on than anything else in this whole project. Really hope that we don't have this issue anymore. Dad kind of speculates that whenever we had that link come apart, they went too far the other direction, realign the chain. I don't know.
Bet you're closer now.
Yeah, it's still not there.
Well,
That's done.
that's done.
Ish. It's done-ish. So we could have kept running. I don't know what the repercussions would have been. Could have ate a feeder house chain, so that's why we did not. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen again. And if it does, we've clearly got something going on. Now we're going to get hooked up and proceed. Dad gives us the most confusing hand signals known to man, so when we get the opportunity to do it to him, we partake. It's all in good fun. So we just completed the first 30 acres. They didn't yield the greatest. 32 bushel. 32 bushels. So not super well. This is the first load that we've dumped over here since the work done the leg. So I'm going to dump it very slowly. I'm going to be going into this grain bin right here. So turn the leg on, make sure we're going to that bin, and we will trickle some grain in and see what happens. Sounds a little different. Don't know what's going on, but this leg sounds terrible. I got BJ coming over. He's going to watch the leg while I turn it on. It sounds like it is flying, like just super fast. Way faster than it should be. We figured out what that noise is. Bad news is I gotta climb up the top of the grain leg. Other good news, it's a simple fix. Other bad news though, bunch of wasps up there. Just scratch that, we don't know what's wrong. We're trying to adjust the leg. Well, you can see a lot does. Try and adjust the leg. Because it's kind of riding to one side, which will cause it to make a noise, but that noise up top sounds different. I don't know. I don't like it. Don't like it. You guys probably can't tell, but there's like 50 wasps buzzing around that platform up top. It's 92 degrees, so they're a little active. Hopefully one morning it's cold when I go up there. I don't know what that dealer did. That put some new parts in that leg, but thing sounds like a helicopter now. Never did before. First thing they said was, well, can you climb up there and see if there's anything wrong? Well, I will. I'm not going to now. There's no less than 50 pissed off wasps flying around up there. And you're kind of trapped when you're up there. You can't really get anywhere quick. That's pretty frustrating. We definitely have leg problems. That's as fast as we can feed this thing, which is probably about 1,200 bushels an hour, and it's coming back over, not taking it off. So I believe our dealer is sending someone down. Like I said, we did just pay to have all this stuff done to the leg to make this not a problem. and something's just out of adjustment, I'm guessing, but I don't know what to adjust or how to adjust, and well, we just paid them to do that. So I believe we're going to try to get this truck empty, dumping real slow, and then well, unfortunately, as bad as these beans are, if this truck's empty, we can hold everything we're going to run today and probably make a pretty good dent tomorrow. Good news is combine's running good and Dad's got the sample cleaned up. We gave him a camera, so hopefully he'll show you guys a little bit about what's going on in there.
Well, we got the feeder house chain, it jumped. We took the corn head off, got it fixed. And got the head, got it set. Got doing a better job, had a lot of pods, green pods, got them figured out how to set it. I think we got it pretty decent. Got this 35 acre field, 32 acre field done. Wasn't much, 30 some, low 30s. And going over this 52 acre field, got a couple rounds around, 1 round and a half. It's a little better. Down the low spot's real good, but up ground, up in there is nothing, but down in there is, you know, I think 60 bushel. It's not enough of it. Got moisture, got rain. Held moisture, didn't get rain, just held the moisture. I know it's hot outside. This thing has a good air conditioner and it's got a good refrigerator. Boy, it keeps water and stuff cold. Hey, here we are, get started here in this field. Beans are dusty. Very dusty. This doesn't have any vac on the head like the Claus does. John Deere, the old John Deere had a vacuum down there and sucked the dust out of the feeder house outside. So it just doesn't have it. I guess it is an option now. Or the newer ones, but this doesn't have it. Yeah, it's not terribly bad, yeah. Moving right along, about 4.2, 35 bushel, 9%. Then I start getting the work right here. It's gravelly ground. It's pretty gravelly right here. The bank coming up here. There we're 40 almost. Got pretty close. Doing a good job, I think. They've short beans, and they'll slow down a little bit because they're have short beans. It's hard to cut. Took that thing, put it up there. I like to take that thing off. This off, move that around so I can see a little better.
Geez, 2 lunches, huh? Huh. Hate it when Dad does that.
Come here, Brian. See if there's anything coming out the back there where I just went.
Yeah.
Dust.
Yeah. Hey, BJ, get out and go see what's on the ground.
A lot of dust.
Yeah, there's a lot of dust. God, I don't even want to open my door.
Brian, BJ checking there, see if we leave anything.
Yeah, but I wonder how much he's losing from head shatter. Well, this is... Yeah, he's losing some.
Hopefully we get every bean we can get.
A lot of split in your wheel tracks.
Okay.
Beans here actually look halfway decent, but we are kind of in a low spot here. Shaving the ground really nice. So these are not beans from the that I rolled. Can't wait to try those.
Remember those chopper knives Trevor's been breaking?
Finally empty. That only took for frickin' ever. Sorry if we're coming off a little negative. We're just kind of upset about this. We put a lot of the bin update project on hold, but the one thing we did put on hold was the leg. Wanted to get it in tip-top working order, and well, it's not. Very frustrating. It'll be right though, because we have a good dealer. They will make it right. I am not worried about that.
I've got about, looks like about 8 acres left at the dump here. Again, looks like about 35 bushel acres will be it. Well, it's hard to see anything like this dust. Whew. Can't see nothing. over here again, over here at 10. A little better than it was.
Well, I am completely filthy. I have bean dust in places that shouldn't be. Like I said, we're all going to the high school football game tonight, so I think Dad has about 15 acres left. He's going to finish that, and we're going to watch a football game. He's got a camera. We'll see if he records anything. But thanks for watching, everybody. If you would do us a favor, thumbs up the channel, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one.